Yeah.
Through all of this, you told me that you loved me so much. But now we're here, and I can barely breathe. Inside my head, I pulled apart all the pieces to only see I've always wanted you. So let's take this time to feel it all, no lies. 'Cause if we don't, the fight
Hey, yo. How's it going? How's everyone doing? Welcome on in. Hope you all are having a good week. It is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. Hello on Twitch. Hello on YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. Today, we are probably, most definitely, very, very likely, going to break the 50 effect threshold today. And we're gonna not quite sure what it's gonna be yet, but we're gonna get there. We're like very close to one as it is right now. So you know, we'll see what it winds up being. So the one that we're actually like really close to doing is actually a like a watcher ball kind of thing where it like creepily like watches you as you play, like the ball faces towards you. Sorry, just jamming out to the music. All right, so let's get that off to the side. By the way, we do have a new astro image to show off. This is the Fossil Footprint Nebula. I may have overdone it a little bit in the core, but what I like is that you can actually kind of see some of the dust around it. But we'll look at that later when people are here. So, that being said, when it comes to the Watcher Ball effect, I have it working in the in the yaw perspective, but not in like the pitch perspective, if that makes sense. Just a moment. Just setting Blue Sky to going live for the next 3 hours. All right, we are good there. Okay. So, I want to figure out what it would look like with pitch as well. To have the ball watch you. And I'm trying to think of how to do that. For pitch. I think it would be the same as the yaw. So let's do kind of the same thing there. Okay, so let's just do like a void, private void test, essentially. So in this case, what I want to do is essentially all of this. Okay, so in this case, I just want to return this, which will be a float. So with pitch, we have the same problem. I believe. So I'm gonna call this a like, so this is top down, like, you know, this is y, this is negative x, this is positive x, and negative y. So that's top down. So then for ball pitch, I mean, it's essentially the same problem. Right, we want to solve for that and adjust. So this will be Z and then let's see, what do I need to, can I simplify this to one axis? I should be able to. I would think. So let's just call this, Y. Let me think about this for a moment. How do I, what axis do I choose? Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters what axis. All right, so we have the location in our, not this, in our example. So we had Y and X. So in here I need Z and Y. Try it without. Let's try it without the offset. The pitch will be test between the ball and car. So this may be entirely wrong. But we're gonna find out. That's the fun of it.
Times are down, you know I'll be with you. Your times are rough, this time I see it too.
Alright. Alright, no bots. Just the ball and I.
Everybody wants something they can't have, so they gon' put it on you. Wherever you go, yeah, you can take me there.
Wait. Are we connected? We are connected to Bacchus Mod. Wait, did I not? Oh. Oops.
Yeah, you can take me there.
I'm overriding the flip effect. For now, at least. I should really add in like a test effect. Like command.
Yeah, you can take me there. I see you, and you see me too.
Do you see me? Do ya?
We may be broke, but we see the truth. All this bullshit drama, I can see right through.
Wait, I think it's working.
Everybody wants something they can't have.
Or it did for the most part. There's a little Wait, it worked over here. Wait, why does this flip? Like here it's fine. See, like it's but as soon as I get on the wrong side of the ball, or as soon as I pass the okay, well, it works on this side of the field for blue team. So the question is why? Why does that work? Unless I need to do like an absolute value. I don't think it's the Z. I think it's the Y. Because Y is the up and down of the field, the orange and blue side. So we'll see if maybe the absolute value makes a difference. Could also be we might need to do negative absolute value. But we'll find out. I don't think the absolute value was... It's just weird. Alright, we're gonna have to, like, renew our, like, trigonometry. Because that's clearly not correct. Oh wait, we did say... Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I don't think absolute value is what we want to do at all anyways. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might know. I think I know. I think this needs to be an XY, not just one or the other. So I think I need to solve that, that distance. Okay, so then, okay, so then float, horizontal distance is going to equal the square root of normalized position dot it's the square root of x squared plus y squared, right? Because it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Yeah, so you square root plus pow normalized position dot y to there. So then this is what it'll be. Because ultimately I need to know the distance from the ball to the car. Wait, hold on. Did I do that math right? I'm not sure that I did. Actually, it won't matter. It won't matter. I was thinking whether or not I needed to do the normalization or not. But I don't think that will matter. Wait, did I not recompile? I thought I compiled. Could also just be completely wrong here. Okay, because when we had this, we were working with normalized values in X, Y, and Z. So we had Y and X. And so because this can happen in X and Y dimensions, it can happen anywhere here. So like if this is the center of the field, this is orange goal, this is blue goal. Like it can happen here, it can happen here, 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 anywhere around here. So I need that distance here, which is essentially this from the side, the top view. Wait, is it? That doesn't seem right. Let me redraw this. Maybe it'll help me visualize it better. I guess it's that. And I need to know that angle. So in this case, so we have, I'll just call this X for now. So we have Z1, Z2, Well, let me do this. Oops. It'll be ball rotation dot pitch. Like, something about this just seems like it oh, let me double check. We have the location. So the car wrapper at get location minus ball. Okay, car minus ball. In this case. Okay. So we'll do car minus ball again.
Looking back when she was young, living wild and free. Her life an empty book filled with magic memories.
What am I missing? All right, let's do a brand new drawing here. Actually, let's do it over here. So let's say that this is the Rocket League field. So and here we're gonna do car and ball as a side view. So in this case, we have Z, and then here we have a distance. So in the previous example, where we had a ball here and a car here, so we knew the car location minus ball location, and I normalized it. So when we used the Y value, like this should be the same thing but just on a different plane. Like the math should be the same, in my opinion. Like for example, that is Z. So in this case, D is this hypotenuse here. Right? It's dy and x. So this is top down, right here. And then this is side view. I'm gonna call this H. Because I don't think I care about H. So then D should be the same here, right? No matter which way it's facing. Because ultimately we found this angle before. And we'll just call this theta. Now I want to find this theta. I guess the question is, okay, so 0 is flat. I don't know which way is what for the rotation, for the pitch. Why does it feel like I did everything right, but it was still wrong? Yeah, so you're right. So this was fine. This is fine for the yaw. So that's a new yaw. So I can just return that, and then this becomes don't need that extra line. And we're not even computing an offset either. Wait, why do I have 10? Oh, the 10 was the offset. Oh, apparently there's a rocket launch in like 10 minutes from Japan. All right, I've got it up. So apparently this is the third launch, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So like I feel like my math should be right.
Cornered in together, suffocating in the haze. Longing for adventure, dreaming from the fire escape.
You know what we could do? We could just calculate H. We could just do that. Because we already have a thing to do it. So let's just calculate H. All right, so let's do this. All right, so we'll do vector displacement equals that. So that's the displacement. I'll say displacement vector. So the distance will be utils get distance. Oh, wait. Oops, I forgot I just pass in stuff. Okay, so that'll be the distance. So we can complete the triangle if we... So we have We have H and we have Z, because we know that the height of one of them. I guess I should make that delta Z, but whatever. So we can find D by obviously calculating it. So, you know, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So in this case, we don't have A or... Doesn't matter what's A or B. So we'll say float, what do I call it? Call it D. It's going to equal the square root of... So here we're going to have B squared equals C squared minus A squared. And then B equals the square root of that. So C in this case is the distance. And then the other one will be the ball wrapper. Wait. I think we want to do this the other way. I think we want it this way. Oh wait, this should be a PAL. Alright, we got about a minute 20 until the rocket launch. So when we got about 30 seconds left, I'll bring it back on. Alright, so we have a vector with A is equal to D. B is equal to ball Z, and C is equal to distance. So that's a triangle, a right triangle. Oh, come on. All right, we're back in time. But I don't see a launch. Interesting. All right, so we were watching the launch pad. So I wonder what happened. What if they pressed the button but nothing happened? Hmm. Who wants to go kick it? They forgot to light the candle. Is what happened. You know, it almost looks like it might be like a solid rocket booster. I can't tell though. So I'm wondering if, you know, maybe the igniter didn't work or something. Yeah, who's got the lighter duty today? That is true. At least it didn't go boom. Cost of maintenance time. All right, we're going to put it over there for now. And get the music back. I'm going to leave that up on the side. I wonder if maybe this is the problem, but we'll see. Alright, so this will be a calculated angle. Do I care about this? I think I should. All right, you know what? Let's go back to our trig, and let's calculate this angle by doing our trigonometry. So so 10 minutes something. Says difficult. Yeah, we watched, but we think it's canceled or scrubbed. Also, welcome on in, Misadventures. Yeah, it's a scrub. And it's gone. And it's done. We'll just get out of there before the ads get us. I heard something about something being difficult, and I didn't hear much because my Japanese is not great. And something about this time. Okay, but we are back to doing some trigonometry. So, what we're trying to do this time, so I don't know if you remember, but last time we were making the ball face us. And we did that in the yaw, but we didn't do it in the pitch. So that's what we're working on right now, is making it watch us in the pitch direction. So we got to remember our trig here. So we have a right triangle here. So we'll just call it theta. It's going to equal to the tangent of so it's going to be the tangent of the difference of these z. You're trying to get me to do math, you bastard. I'm not trying to get you to do math. If you're doing math, that's on you. But how you doing? Welcome on in. Let's get you a shout out. Another astrophotographer here on the platform. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's move this up. Actually, let's just do this. We'll do like vector delta equals car wrapper dot get location minus ball wrapper dot get location. So this is going to be z over d in this case. So we've calculated d. So this will be delta.z divided by d. I've had to do less math lately and more graph API for SharePoint. Gotcha. Alright, so theoretically, this theta should be what we need. Did I just make everything larger? I did. But you got it working. Nice. Oh, god damn it. I hate when something tries to be helpful in a way that's not actually helpful. I mean, it's Visual Studio, you know, at its core. The shared code. So what I want to see here is I want to see what this theta value is that we're calculating. And I want to make sure that it actually makes sense. So we should see this be on a value. Just to guess what I'm going to do before I had time to... Yeah. So we should see the theta value be somewhere between negative 2 pi and 2 pi. So 2 pi is like 6.2 something. So about 6.28 is what 2 pi is. All right. I forgot to put on unlimited boost. Why is the angle changing when I'm not changing altitude? Now that doesn't make sense. Like this. This does not make sense to me. I did break it. It doesn't want to look at me now. How did I break it? It's giving me the side eye. You're not wrong, it is. Alright, so we have the delta. Like, I know the distance between the... So, I know this H value here. Because I can get the distance between two 3D points. Which is what this function is doing. Right? Which, that is correct. That is the distance between them. Oh, you know what? I wonder... I might need to do the absolute value between them. Where all is this used? This might need to be like the absolute value of it. Also, just to make sure, I am doing theta. Yeah, like... There's no reason this... There's no reason this should be dependent on the Y value. Right? Like, we don't see this... What did I do wrong in my math? I did something wrong. But I don't know what. So, like, we have the yaw correct. So I know that the ball and the car are different heights. So let's do this. Let's put the ball at 100. Z equals 100. So Z equals 100. And then if we put it... We'll say this is the D axis, and we'll say... D equals 100. So theoretically, this would be a right triangle. Actually, I just realized I'm trying to solve for this angle, not the other way around. So we still have H. Yeah, I don't know why I was trying to solve for theta. That's clearly incorrect. So really what I want is the cosine here. So we know Z and we know the distance. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So we want the cosine of adjacent, which would be the Z, the delta Z, and then hypotenuse would be the distance between them, which is D. Wait. Z's nuts. Ayo. Alright, so I think... Hold on, I think that's just wrong. Let's try this again. Now, this here might be wrong, but we'll find out. Because 0 will be flat. I don't, but I just know it off the top of my head. I know the first 10. I think there's also a constant.
He's just a nerdy guy who likes computer shit.
Yeah. Duh.
It's about time. Why don't you go outside or something? Nerd.
Wait, hold on. I wanna give myself unlimited boost. Boost amount unlimited. So I think things are making a little more sense. All right, so the really what I should have done is convert it to degrees, so that would have been easier to understand. So the yaw is working fine. We see that this light is facing us the entire time. So the yaw is working fine. It's just the pitch is wrong. And whatever happened just there. Is there a C++? I assume there's a C++ constant for pi. Oh. So using std numbers. So in this case, I could just do pi. No? Oh, they defined it as a thing. Well, fine. We'll do it like that. So what we should see is we should see a slight negative. And by slight negative, I mean like almost negative 360. If I'm right. Because the ball is taller than the car. Oops, I didn't mean to do that so early. 57? Yeah, see, that's how we know that this isn't, that this is wrong. So I think that's... Need to automate those clicks so you can quickly start a game, yeah. Alright, so going to... so like here... That's fine. Being under the ball is just wrong. So I think the math is wrong. Well, obviously we know it's wrong. But why is it wrong? So I think it's pitching at the angle that's listed in the console there, which is like 55 something. Which actually kind of makes sense visually because that's like what we're seeing. It's like almost 45 degrees down. But the question is why are we getting 45 degrees down? Actually, I should say it's pointing 45 degrees up. I'm looking at this light. We need to be looking at this light. This light's pointing 45 degrees up, which is not correct. Why is that incorrect? Wait, hold on. I think I might be misremembering something from Trig. Yeah, so this I think it has to do with the quadrants. So we'll be dealing with essentially just these two here. Let's get rid of a bunch of stuff here. Alright, so let's switch these for the moment. So if the ball is higher, we should see... What should we see? If the ball is higher... Actually, I guess it depends on how they determine rotation. Here. All right, because really what we're looking at, and sorry to make this complicated, really what we're looking at is, let's say the ball is here. Let's make that black. And the car is here. We're looking at this, essentially. And I want this. Yes, I just redrew this at a different angle. Or like mirrored. So the question is, I don't want to calculate the distance. So the angle between 2 points. Let's do this. All right, so let's define our points here. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a brand new one. And I'm going to make it simple, and I'm going to put the ball down here and the car up here. Just to make it simple. So the car's at 0, 0, 0. And we're gonna flatten this to the x-axis. So we'll say that this is at 1, 0, 1. I want to know this angle. So x1 is 0, 0, 0. This will be 1, 0, 1. Yeah, calculate it. It's going into dot product. Is that what I want? I don't know that that's what I want. Okay. Yeah. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Yeah, let's do degrees for now. Are you going to calculate? Is there a button to hit calculate? Yeah, I don't... there is no result. Wow, this thing sucked. Oh, this is between vectors, not points. Why is this? Why does this seem wrong? Maybe it's not. Alright, hold on. Actually, let's do this. If I return 0... Actually, let's do... .5 times this. So this int max wait, hold on, is that what I want? No, let's just return 0 for now. So returning 0 will have it... We'll see where it points. I think it'll point at us. Roughly. It's going to point straight out from the ball, if I understand correctly, but I just want to verify. So in this case, I don't care about this actually. So we see that it points straight. So this is with 0 pitch. So then now let's see what happens if we give it some pitch. Um, so in this case, I want to do, I don't care about any of this right now. I want to return, let's say, 45 degrees. So that'll be radians. Now this is radians. So now I want to do radians times this this conversion here. Wait, float. Hold on. What are we doing up here? Okay. So it's a percentage. Okay. So in this case, a percentage is actually only half. Wait, hold on. I need to do, because we're gonna have a max pitch of 180 degrees total. I think it'll be that. But what I haven't done, wait, so that converted to radians. I'm confusing myself here. So the total range is 180 degrees. So really what I think I should have done is 45 divided by 180 is the total range of pitch. So that's a percentage of the pitch. Yeah, it's a percentage of the pitch. Problem is when anyways, we're just gonna try this. We're just gonna try this. Problem is I think this will actually be. Actually, hold on. I think this is wrong. I think it's actually this. So if it's 0, this would resolve to 0. Um, 45 would actually be half of 90. So if it's positive, I'm just gonna work in the positive direction right now. And I'm assuming that the max pitch up will be in 16 max. And then I'll go all the way to in 16 max divided by 2 would be, yeah. So in this case, oops, we have, 0, 90, and negative 90. So 45 degrees. It's like that. So that's 45 out of 90 and up this way. So that means that, what does that mean? So if this is 0, I just want to know like what this value is up here. Like if the pitch is positive. Really what I should do is just hit the ball and see what the pitch is. That's really what I should do. Oops. Rather than all of this. This is really what I should do just to figure out what the limits are. Just to know what they are. Because I should have been doing this the whole time. Because we know that 0's, like, just flat is 0 pitch. So it's a question of what does it go up to in total. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and hit it like straight. Okay, so it's actually a very different scale. No wonder why it didn't work. Let me just 755. All right, so if it pitches up, all right, so smack my pitch up. Okay, so it looks like it's actually doing degrees. But like I didn't change it. Like I didn't adjust anything. So it did like radians in a weird thing for yaw, but pitch is in degrees. So for here, if I just do this, and I just do 45. Oops. So theoretically, this should just make it point, like, up. Make it point up 45 degrees, I should say.
Searching for some kind of sign. Now I've reached a destination of someone of my kind. Keep me breathing with a feeling like an LED light. Now I'm moving through the shadows. You woke me up.
Why is it not pointing up?
Everything's in focus now.
Look at it vibrate.
Clearly for the first time today, I woke up feeling more alive.
We set the pitch. What happened?
Everything will turn around.
What? I'm very confused. Like, am I wrong? I don't feel like I'm wrong. Hmm. Why does it seem like it's behaving differently now? Like, am I going crazy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's set the yaw and the roll. But not mess with the pitch. Alright, so we see a pitch of 0. See the pitch... Wait. What? Why is... Hold on. Let me see what axis pitch is. Maybe that's the reason why it's been all kinds of wrong. Like, maybe it's this axis's pitch. No? No? Where's pitch? All right. Am I crazy? Actually, maybe it's along this axis? No, it was rotating along this axis. What? Hold on. Maybe the problem is that we're setting these values, and maybe that's messing it up. So, like, this might be one of those game dev things where, like, things are applied in, like, a specific order. And I just might not be, like, understanding what that means. Don't know if that's the axis. Because, as we can see, it's now in what looks like degrees. In a weird way. Okay, but this, as we see, is actually going up to... int 16 max divided by 2. 2 int 16 max divided by 2. Or the positive to negative of 16 max. And now it's going to be all kinds of weird. Maybe we don't care about yaw.
Hey there, space boy, moving through the galaxy. Can you hear me through the dark? I'm calling you.
Like, we've established that the pitch does go to, or it has a range of int 16 max. Of positive half 16 max to negative 16 max divided by 2. Or half that. That's Unreal Engine, baby! Although it could also just be psionics. So, the question is do I care? Do we care about the pitch? I mean, it's already kind of creepy as it is. I don't know why I did that.
Station, meet me at bay number 3. Can you kiss me in the dark? I'm wanting you. Always apart, I'm so emotional. Every time you're back up and leaving your car. Like I just stay here, soak up the charm. Take a breather, I know you need it.
Let's see.
I wanna make you sure I'm the reason to rest up here. If you don't linger enough, you'll be a stranger, baby.
Maybe we just don't care. And we just do the yaw.
Don't be a stranger now.
And maybe in the future we add pitch or something. Pitch/roll. What is relative rotation? I don't know. Anyways, but let's add Watcher Ball. Okay. So the Watcher Ball, we're gonna need to figure something out with it. Oops. I want that.
Okay, here's my theory. Whoever made that noise made it intentionally. So we would hear it and find him.
Now we do have an ad break going. How are we gonna do a target? How do we do a target that's like multiple people? Like the ball would just be freaking out. No, we don't want that one. Don't care about any of those. Pitch, we don't care about. How did what? Oh, I accidentally hit that.
Okay, here's my theory. Whoever made that noise made it intentionally. So we would hear it and find him. So we would hear it and find him.
Okay. We are back from the ads. And I think we've got a watcher ball effect. Almost. We should now. This is relatively benign. I'm gonna make it cheap. It's like the Eye of Sauron. Okay, let's figure out the... Let's figure out the grammar. So here's an issue. Maybe we just make it do a random person. Yeah, I think we just make it do a random person. Parse. Watch your ball. Oops. I mean, actually, I do. All right. There's no target. So it's a sender. There's a target. All right, so then we need to do this. So this will be watch your ball. First, watch your ball. And I think theoretically, it should choose a random player. Add new effect. Update changelog, update requirements, add grammar, did the function mappings of the effect type, modify the configs. So let's reload. So now, theoretically, you should see if there are bots. Let's make sure the parser's fine. So it does a time. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine there. Wait. Why did troll kickoff happen? That's wrong. All right, let's make sure this is fine. So this should be a... Yeah, it should be watcher ball. That's fine. $52 watcher ball. Watcher ball effect is a Twitch effect. Something's clearly different. Maybe I didn't compile? Oh. Oops. Wait, hold on. Add effect. Okay, so it'll generate the effect up there and then assign it later. Okay. All right. I think this will work. As I've said many times before, I think this will work. Wait, what? Number of affected players reached 0, so finishing the effect. Um, Wait, it should have said who the random player was. This does not make sense. If not players dot contains wrapper utils get player name are wrapper players dot insert like it shouldn't be exiting early. So maybe the randomness, like the choosing a random player in the lobby part is broken. Because we haven't used that much, all things considered. Yeah, see, it says choosing a random player in the lobby, but it doesn't say who it chose. It should have chosen someone. Wait, hold on. Don't I have a util for, Yeah, so this is all the players that are currently playing. Wait, no it isn't. Oh, here. Yeah, get players. No, not that. That's not what I'm looking for. So this is a vector of car wrapper. The current players. Will be wrapper utils. Get player name. That's a car wrapper. Effect. Target. All right, let's see if this fixes it. As I've said 1,000 times, I think this will work. Oh wait, I want to spectate. Why? In empty target and host. Target is host and host is spectating. So we know we got here, literally. Current number of players. Current players dot size. Let's do randomly selected player. Do they not like consider bots to be players? Is that the thing? Why is there no randomly selected player? Well, oh wait, okay. So log does player name iterating over plus player name. I just want to see that it's actually like listing people. If I'm choosing a random index, so let's clear the stream. Randomly selected index. This will be random player. Wait. Current number of players 6. Randomly selected index 6. A random player. So the players just don't have, or the bots don't have player names? Is that what I'm getting? Okay, I'm confused. Also, let's take this stuff out because it's not gonna help us. I mean, the other thing I could do is... Wait, but how does this work with bots otherwise? Like, it works for bots, but why doesn't this work? Get owner name. I'm doing get owner name. Hold on, let's try this. Don't we love C++? I wish I could like debug this with an actual debugger. Yeah, like they just don't have names. Back to remove player count. Why do they not have names? I have no name. I'm a ghost. Yugen, welcome on in.
129 just
How you
subscribed
doing?
for 10 months. I have no name, I'm a ghost.
Alright. Okay, so we have a get player list. So I guess we'll just use that. What is it? That's a set of strings. Doing all right, just chilling. Nice. Like a villain, like the villain that you are. Maybe. We know it's true, Hugin. We know that's true. There's no possible way it couldn't be true.
I wanna lick your ear, you're my slut, little bitch. Nice.
What? Alright, let's see if this works. Hey, hold on. Alright, so we actually got names now. But why? Why did we not have a name? We don't have a name for the target. Alright, so that should just be a target. Set player targets. Number of players as a method. It's players.size. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Where's player names? Effect.target is that? I'm assuming that's a type of bird. Ornitholestes. Because Ornitholestes nuts, of course. Of course that would be what Hugin says. I could have guessed that. Is it some sort of flying type, like like a flying Pokemon? What? Why is a randomly selected player just nothing? Nah, just a cool medium-sized theropod. Okay, okay. Is it something you learned about recently? And you've come to tell us about it? Oops. I already had that open. I hope that didn't mess things up. Also, Yugen, what have you been getting up to in your free time? Aside from hanging out here. Okay, so that's selecting Iceman. Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. It's an off by 1 error. That's what's going wrong. Just playing some Arkham Knight when I'm not cleaning or working. Haven't you been playing that for a while? Or are you like modding it? Because I remember like when you were streaming, I thought you were streaming Arkham Knight. Yeah, of course you did. Okay. Let's make it go for like 4 seconds. It's facing someone. It's facing Tusk. So, we've made the Eye of Sauron, essentially. So what happens is, essentially the ball will face like a player. And in this case, it's Beast. So we can see that the blinking light is always facing Beast. And now it is Roadhouse. Yeah, it's a little benign type of thing. You know, there are theories that say that that's not true. You know, part of which is, you know, the Nazgul. You know, being up in the air with it, Sauron could see them from afar. So he'd be able to just send the Nazgul after them. Okay, I think we've got it working. All right. CD Rocket League, CD Chat Bytes, plugin. Okay, we've got the Watcher Ball effect. I'm just saving my changes. All right, so we are officially at 50 effects. So what that means is we could probably put out a new version tonight. Oh, what did I say it was in the README? I don't have a YouTube link for it yet. I'll have to record that off stream. Okay, get that in there. Oh, I need to take the config, the default config, and update the config here. So let's make sure that the website is looking good. So if I go to the effects list, I'm just making sure that everything has a value. Yeah, there's no video yet, so that's fine. Okay. So let's go to the change log. Okay, that's fine. Hey, designed by Dave.
Rival School of Sharks from Design B. Dave just raided with 3 ups.
With that 3 million raid viewer, welcome on in. How you doing? Welcome on in. Hey, Misadventures is here. Thank you for trusting me with your community. For those of you that are new here, I am NinjaGloppy, headmaster here at the School of Sharks, where it is my job to make sure that you enjoy the game of Rocket League. Whether that is casually or competitively or modded, we have it all. I also do astrophotography, as you can see, and we are currently in the process of getting ready to release the latest version of ChatBytes. It is a piece of software that I wrote that is similar. You know, if you know how crowd control works, you know how this works. But it is for Rocket League. But welcome on in, Dave. What were you doing tonight? I know you were doing some, I assume, some Astro stuff. What were you up to? Tell all the party people what you were doing. Working on the Spaghetti Nebula. So were you taking photos or processing? Both. Okay, okay. Actually, I don't think I've imaged the Spaghetti Nebula. Interesting. Processing last 2 nights' data, gathering more tonight. Nice. Yeah, I've had nothing but clouds and essentially sleet last night. So I haven't had anything. You're a heavy crop in on it. Okay, okay. How big is it? So if we do Spaghetti Nebula, and we do 336. Let's do millimeters because I know what it is. I think it's 26.5. I think something like that. Okay, so this will actually, it would fit my sensor very well in terms of size. I might be like slightly off on the sensor dimensions, but I think it's roughly this. Okay, so it looks like it's kind of a slightly southern target. Is that right? There's a chance I might not be able to image it. Although it also, based on Stellarium, kind of looks like it's like end of season for it too. Yes, but pretty high in the sky. Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm in a 3-story townhouse and the deck is on the 2nd floor. So it's tentative as to whether or not I'd be able to do it. Whether it actually goes above the house, you know? And even if it did, like, I know it's going to go to the west. So I might not be able to. It might just set behind the other parts of the townhouse. But no, but that's cool. That's cool. It looks like one that would be really fun to target. Have you set up custom horizons in Nina and Stellarium? Not yet. I should, but I haven't really taken the time to. Like, I'm basically just limiting myself to northern hemisphere targets and like 30 degrees above the horizon. Like, very basic at the moment. But and it's worked fine so far. Give that a try while it's cloudy. It's super helpful, even though mine aren't that accurate. Yeah, I mean, I should. But here's the Fossil Footprint Nebula. NGC 1491. So this is my latest photo. It's a little different of a processing scheme in that, you know, I kind of went for like the yellow and brown because I was trying to do like a mix of like a dirty footprint, you know. I wanted to go into kind of like the copper type of, not like you know, the brown kind of copper type of, you know, look. I also noticed like I got like a little bit of like dust over here too. So I bet if I, you know, spent more time on it, I could pull more out. But I just gotta wait until I get clear skies. Which does not look like it'll happen until like Monday. Yeah. So it's just what it'll have to be. All right, well, thank you for that lurk. It is much appreciated. So for now, like I said, I'm going to be working on just getting the website, or just getting Chat Bytes ready to release. So, what we have done is we've made a 155 build for both. So let me stop this here, and I have a script that I run to publish it. So then I do this, and I go to this, and I call it Chat Bytes v 1.5.5. Okay. So let's go to streaming, Chat Bytes, releases here. I'm gonna export that to here. So let me sign in with Twitch. All right, so we're gonna make a new product. Okay. What? I clicked it there and then I hit that. Okay, so what does our change log here look like? Not this, not you. I want you. So we have the counting effect. The fake kickoff effect. The sonic ball effect. The flip effect. The troll kickoff effect, and the watcher ball effect. Okay, so let's save that, update the URL, and let's make it public. All right, so it is out. So let's work on getting that website updated. All right, so let us do this. So if we do this, and we come here. Oh, I forgot to update the button up there. Let me fix that real quick. So if I go to local here, okay, that links correctly. Mixing the version number button. All right, now it's updated. Now it's real. So if we go to the change log, it's there. If we go home, so we have the watcher ball, which I don't have a video for yet. but we are working on that. I'm gonna be doing that off stream. But that also brings us to the end of the night tonight, unfortunately. So I hope you all had a wonderful night. I hope you had fun. You know, we tried to do some math and figured out that some of it is just weird. We don't know what happened, but you know, it is what it is. I think it has something to do with like coordinate systems they're using to calculate it. I didn't figure it out in the moment. I'm sure it might come to me later, but we're left with that possibility, right? Like we can always do that later. We don't have to do it now. So for now, the first thing that we're going to do is say goodbye to the YouTube stream. So everyone that was on YouTube, thank you for coming by to visit, to watch on this journey. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I will be back on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So